think we managed okay.
Well, we'll have to worry about running out.
Just gonna take my time here to restock as best I can. I'll make just 3 mediums, I think. It's good enough. Okay. We'll keep these in the inventory to be able to mix more stuff if needed. It's a shame all the other machines that were in here, they're not here anymore. We can't loot them. But I think I'm done. But I have a feeling we're going to watch Hikaru's demise very soon.
Champion, get to the chief!
Get to the chopper.
Get to the chief!
Okay. Nabbed a nice silent strike there. Whoops, sorry. Can't always tell who's who in here. But I'm going to take their advice and just head back in. Wow.
This isn't finished! I'll be back with everything I have! And all who stand with Hikaru will be run red.
At attention. You fought well. Proved yourself against enemies both metal and flesh. I name you all Marshal. Your first order is to secure the arena from any remaining rebels. Go. I failed. I should have finished Regala. But now she'll be back with more machines. Stronger than ever.
I'll do what I can to help.
No, you've done enough. Far more than our bargain called for. When we first met, you spoke of your true mission on which all depends. I wasn't certain if I believed you then. But I believe in you now. So leave me. And get to your task.
What will you do?
Tend to the wounds. What you need is there. Take it. Your deeds today will be remembered like those of the 10.
This is it. Aether's below.
I'm surprised he survived. I really thought that he was going to get taken out. And then Katalo went to save him. I mean, thankless task, of course. He put his life on the line. Saved his ass. He didn't even get a thanks. But then I thought he was going to die maybe while he was trying to save him. But everybody survived. I'm surprised. Now, is it a new quest? No. So I'm not going to bother saving. We're just going to go here. You see that I could have just fallen down there and I would have died, I think. For God's sake. I have to approach on the right side. And press square, otherwise I think I'll die. Yeah.
What was this place?
Okay. Back to business.
There. That console.
Let's just start with a bit of this. We at least have some humans that have been in here to leave something. With Perkins. From Terrence Goodman to Steve Perkins. Ever partition the cluster without telling me again? We had power surges all over the place, including one in the main building at 8:31 PM, right when Director Kodori was heading out for the night. The gold mounting hollow lit up from total darkness right as she walked by, and it scared the living shitballs out of her. She was pissed, dude. What are you trying to do? Get us all... Check all these little bits first. Okay. Let's do it.
Come on, Aether. Time to go home. Yes. Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring Aether subordinate function to original code.
Got it. Now to get this back to Gaia.
I'm also surprised that we're not really seeing what the Far Zenith people are up to during this whole time. I mean, clearly what they're up to is basically going to be the ultimately most important thing in the story. And we haven't heard from them for a long time now. Should be interesting. I mean, I thought it would turn into almost like a bit of an Uncharted thing where they're on the trail of the subordinate functions too. So every time we tried to get to one, we'd have to either see Far Zenith or deal with them, or they'd beat us to the punch or something, I don't know. But they're just completely absent at the moment. I have no idea what they're trying to do, along with Silence. So that surprised me a little bit. But I think they really had to give a bit of writing and screen time to this whole Tanakh business and the tribes and their whole narrative. So we've got one like off-world situation going on, and then we've got the on-world situation, both of which are very problematic, and they're probably going to meet
Please, Aloy. Come here.
the closer we get to the finale, which is still a long way away. Do we get his spear? Ah, okay.
The visions throughout the grove are different now. And this one, it just appeared. Is this your doing?
Visions have changed.
That's the one that inspired Chief Hakaro.
More testimony of the old ones.
Hear now the words that reunited a people. Following the tragic events of the war, Anne Faraday, the chief architect of the reconciliation effort, addressed a nation in need of hope.
If we look into the future, the lens of the recent past, our fears loom. Wars waged against machines, scarcity of food and water, storms that drive us from our homes. But true courage means facing those fears with conviction instead of cynicism. leading the peacekeeping effort with these brave men and women, these marshals of the new Southwest, has strengthened my conviction that when we are united, we can overcome any threat. Join me. Join us in that conviction as we strive for a nation and a world without want or war.
Reporting for duty, Commander. I'm coming with you.
But Hikaru needs you.
Because of you, he has new marshals. And a rallying cry the clans cannot ignore. So I will stand with you on your mission. Give whatever is left of my life. It is what I choose.
How can I say no to that?
Wow.
Zoe, there's someone who wants to join us. I need you to meet him in the foothills and guide him the rest of the way.
Will do, Aloy.
Go to the mountains, west of Plainsong. A friend of mine will meet you on the ascent. I'll join you when I can.
A friend of yours? Should be interesting.
I forgot about that whole communication
Right.
thing.
I need to get Aether back to Gaia. Seems like capturing it did something to the other holograms, too. Might be worth checking out.
Yeah, I'll be doing that. So yeah, I forgot about the whole communication thing. Honestly, that's one thing so far that I think they might have missed a trick on. One thing that would have been nice is that throughout this open world, we spend so much time on our own, just kind of roaming around, exploring and stuff. I thought there might be a bit more, I guess, Metal Gear Solid Codec-esque banter between Zoe, Val, and Aloy. You know, what they're up to there, what are they learning from Gaia, bit of back and forth on that kind of stuff. So when she just randomly called Zoe and was like, you know, this new guy's coming, like, oh, wait a minute, they can do that? I totally forgot. But yeah, that was a nice moment, because you get to see, I guess, the power of words and how it can kind of transcend time. Those words were from like 1,000 years ago, and still they can instill feeling and emotion from people that much time later. And the way they all saluted Hikaru was definitely really cool. And that's why preservation of things is so important, I think, that stuff. Including video game preservation, my friends. So make sure you keep buying them physical copies and don't let these developers like take down these e-stores for games and basically make them inaccessible again. That's something I've been trying to kind of... I mean, I definitely buy digital games too sometimes, but especially for the games that you love best, the ones that you'd love to sort of preserve if something happened tomorrow, you'd want to still have your own physical copy of the game. I don't know, I feel like it's still a nice thing to have. Own your games, if you can. I mean, there's obviously objective benefits too. You can literally sell physical copies of games too. If you buy it from PSN, that's it, it's yours. If you don't like it after 3 hours, you can't sell it, you can't return it, you can't do anything. So, I don't know. I know there's obviously benefits to digital as well, but I definitely, especially for games I want to support and that I'm genuinely interested in and that are my favorites, I want to buy physical almost every time. So, they're slightly outside. I think, well, they want me to watch the hollows again, so let me just...
Observe the grid of JTF-10 in the mountainous regions of the hot zone. Trained to outlast, conditioned for any climate. JTF-10 were elite defenders in even the most remote mountain landscapes. Trained to outlast, conditioned for any climate. JTF-10 were elite defenders in even the most remote mountain landscapes.
So is this painting a narrative that they weren't actually people?
Discover how JTF-10 claimed home field advantage in the desert. JTF-10 seized key assets all across the desert. Where others feared the Mojave's raging sandstorms, JTF soldiers used them for cover, crippling enemy supply lines.
So there's those two. I'm just trying to remember how many there were, so I don't miss one.
Observe the grid of JTF-10 in the mountainous regions of the hot zone.
If Regala wants a fight,
Yeah, we've got one
she'll
here
get
as
one
well.
here.
This is where we'll make our stand.
Join JTF-10 for a covert operation deep within the rainforest. Whether at home or abroad, JTF-10 protected assets critical to the insurrection. Deep in the jungle, concealed by mud and darkness, they laid their traps for their enemies.
Right. I think that's all of them. The more of the arena. I think I'll check out these two nearby exclamation points as well, and then I'll save and I'll wrap it up for this session. I think it's over 4 hours again. And then we'll head back and see what happens when we get the first subordinate function back.
Aloy.
Out in the field or relaxing at base, Joint Task Force 10 acted as one.
Your blade be bright.
Led by Colonel Edward de la Hoya, their bodies and weapons were always honed for battle. Meals, ink, bruises. These daredevils
Aloy.
of the sky shared it
Do you
all.
have a moment?
When I'm not here, I spend my time with the...
Blood of the Ten, Aloy. Regala denied. The truth of the visions revealed. I doubt you have enough skin to mark all your deeds.
We'll just have to remember them then.
Well, thanks to you, the chief still lives. And hope remains. But that's not why I wanted to speak with you. I need a favor. A personal one. My grandson, Cavo. He was not counted among the dead, which means he must still be with Regala's remaining forces.
He was taken prisoner.
No. He joined them willingly. Like many young soldiers who seek to mark their skin with distinguished deeds. I must search for him. Convince him to come home. Chief Hekarro cannot spare any soldiers for this task, so my blade is alone in this. Unless you'd be willing to join me. I know it is much to ask after all you've done for us. But Cavo is the last of my blood.
You said Cavo's your last living relative?
Yes. Before Chief Hekarro, the clans warred constantly with each other. Every skirmish claimed another comrade. One by one, I buried my children. And then their children.
I'm sorry.
I tried to vent my grief on the battlefield, but I never found comfort there. Only in the wisdom of the visions. And even so, I still couldn't prevent Cavo from following the trail of blood.
If Cavo joined Regala's rebellion of his own accord, will Hekarro let him back into the tribe?
The chief knows the value of mercy and the toll of unending bloodshed. It's the rest of the tribe I'm more concerned about. They won't quickly accept someone who betrayed them. Even with my support, it won't be easy.
But you have to try. I'll help you find your grandson, if I can. Where do we start?
A while back, our scouts reported Cavo's squad left one of Regala's outposts in the hills to the south. His squad never returned, but the scouts also spotted one of our own being held captive there.
So we'll start at the outpost. If we free the prisoner, maybe they'll know where Kevo's squad went.
Shall we head out?
I have some other things to take care of first. I can meet you there.
I'll wait for you on the hill crest southeast of the grove. We'll make our way to the outpost from there. Until then, strike true.
You might be waiting for a long time, lady. I'm not sure if I'm going to take that quest for now, but I wanted to just trigger it, of course. Then there's another one right here. Did I get this one? I did. Can I get out from here? Alright, let's get to this final exclamation point, and then we can wrap up for the session.
The tribe has asked so much of her already.
Champion, I fear we must lean on your strength and generosity again.
Just tell it to her straight, Ducka. The tribe needs the arena. She's our only hope to getting it open again.
You need the arena? But the cool route's over.
That's true, but we also use the arena to boost the tribe's morale.
We use it for training. Herd in machines so our soldiers can experience the glory of the kill in a controlled setting.
Which, of course, boosts morale. But Chief Hikaru won't let us reopen the arena until the ballista protecting the field is repaired.
We need it in case a machine runs amok, and it was damaged during the cool route. The parts we need aren't easy to find.
I get it. You need me to hunt down some machines and grab the parts.
We'd ask someone else, but every squad in the Grove is on alert. But the task is not without compensation, right, Kala?
Of course. Once the arena is open again, I would be honored to invite you to compete. A wide variety of machines will be available.
And I will award you prizes for victory, not just from the arena, but also for medals won at hunting grounds. You'll be able to trade them for some of the tribe's very best gear.
To fix the ballista, we'll need a sinew from a rollerback, along with some bristleback tusks. Both kinds of machines have been spotted near a campfire to the southeast. When you're done, bring the parts to me at the maw of the arena, on the northeast side of the grove.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
One more thing. If you're going back into the wilds, I have another duty tied to our soldiers' morale. A regrettable one. Every Tenakth soldier carries a tag carved with their squad symbol. Rebels have been hoarding the tags of the soldiers they kill. You might find such tags at any enemy outpost. If you do, bring them to me. I'll make sure they're returned to the soldier squad mates and loved ones. Having confirmation sometimes soothes their grief. And there are bounties involved, if that matters to you.
Thank you, Champion. And please don't forget the parts for the ballista.
Okay. It says new activity. Opening the arena. Yeah, I mean, this seems like it could be an important one. Because a lot of other stuff spawns off from it as a result. So that might be something I check out. At the start of the next session, I'll return to Gaia.
Guess I need to head southeast to find that rollerback. And I think I saw a herd of bristlebacks not far from here.
So to start the next session, I'll return.
Sick with this heat.
Oh my god, Aloy, will you shut up? At the start of the next session, this is the third time I've tried to say this, I will return here. We'll see what's up, and then we'll have to decide what the second. I think it's Poseidon, the second one that we want. Yeah. Okay. So that'll be the next one. But we're at level 21 and that's level 22, so that will leave me a little bit of scope to seek out any other quests I want to do as well. So that's all for now. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Take care.